Hi, my name is Arcelia Hayes and I did my thematic unit on America. This thematic unit is a literature thematic unit. The object of it is to provide students with an understanding of America, American history. It's subdivided into 6 lesson plans that cover the following topics: English language arts, mathematics, social studies, and art. The main goal of this unit is to give students an understanding of the history of America and the historical figures that contributed to shaping our country. The first lesson plan starts out with Who Found America. We're going to have circle time and read this book, Who Found America, by Johanna Johnston. We're going to read the story. We're going to start out with beginning a discussion on America. I'm going to ask the students who they think founded it. We're going to read the story, and then I'm going to have the students take some paper and pencil and kind of give a synopsis of the story and anything that they found interesting. The second lesson plan is on the first Thanksgiving feast. This is going to give them an explanation of pilgrims and how they participated in the first Thanksgiving feast. We're going to start out by reading the first Thanksgiving piece by Rhonda Gowler Green. We're going to read that out loud to the entire class. Upon completing the story, I'm going to give them construction paper, scissors, pencil, and a glue stick, and have them create their own pilgrim along with the little written paper where they can write down one thing that they're grateful for. So the end result would look something similar to this. Their little pilgrim, and then they're going to say what they're thankful for. The second lesson plan is on the very first Thanksgiving Day. This is going to give them an explanation of the meaning of the Thanksgiving holiday, who participated in the festivities during the Thanksgiving feast. We're going to start off by reading the very first Thanksgiving Day by Rhonda Gowler Green. We're going to read that out loud. Once we completed the story, we're going to get some construction paper, and they're going to create their own little turkey to go along with the story. And the end result is going to look something similar to this. The fourth lesson plan is going to be over George Washington. This is going to give them an explanation of who George Washington was and how he helped shape America. We're going to start off by reading a picture book of George Washington by David Adler. Then we're going to create an artwork, our own little George Washington, and with that artwork we're going to take a piece of paper and write down an interesting fact. So I'm going to have each child participate in whatever they thought was the coolest fact about George Washington. So the end result, I think George is losing his hair here, so the end result will look something similar to this. So here's our little George Washington, and then an interesting fact about him. The conclusion to this lesson plan, we're also going to read A is for America. This is just going to kind of conclude it. An American alphabet. It kind of goes through A through Z about America, so that'll kind of conclude our little lesson plan on that. The fifth lesson plan is going to be on the Declaration of Independence. It's going to give them an explanation of the Declaration of Independence, what it is, and the meaning behind it, and who participated in setting the foundation for our country. We're going to begin by reading the one and only Declaration of Independence by Judah St. George out loud. Upon completing the story, I'm going to give the students some artwork, art paper, so they can create their own little flag, and then something interesting that they found out about America. So the end result is going to look something similar to this. And I included math in this lesson plan because I'm going to have the students, take out the stars and count them, make sure there's 50 stars, and make sure they get the right amount of lines on the flag. So it'll look something similar to this. My sixth and final lesson plan is going to be over Alexander Graham Bell. So I wanted to include something that had to do with inventors, because people from America have invented a lot of different things, and Alexander Graham Bell has invented one of those things, with being the telephone, that has changed the way we all communicate. We're going to start off by reading Listen Up. Alexander Graham Bell's Talking Machine. This is just a real quick, interesting book on Alexander Graham Bell and how he created the telephone, how he invented it. Once we've read the book, we're going to sit down and we're going to create our own little inventions. So the students are going to come up with a little invention of their own and tell us a little bit about it. So this one is my robot colors worksheet. So this little robot is going to color the child's worksheet. So each child is going to have to use some creativity in creating that themselves. And I'm also going to do a little telephone and have the children do a circle, and we're going to put some interesting facts we found out in the book here. And that concludes my America Thematic Unit.